Hi, everybody. Welcome to the July 2024 Onino community update. We're really happy to have you, and I would say let's jump right in. So, this month we're going to have a What is Onino as a little refresher to everyone that is new or has forgotten what Onino is, and Lucas is going to go through what we do.
Yes, welcome everyone. Happy to have you here in this month's community update. And for everyone that is new or just wants a refresher on Onino, what Onino is building is essentially all the necessary tools for everyone who is already building in the blockchain space or is looking forward to building in the blockchain space. And therefore, we have three product categories. Starting with the foundational layer, which is a fully decentralized Onino blockchain currently running in testnet with its anticipated mainnet launch at the end of 2024. And the main part that we always emphasize is the possibility for enterprise or just individual DApp creators to run their private or public subchains, building an ecosystem where private use cases can be as secure as public or other use cases built on public chains while keeping anything confidential that they want to keep confidential. Then on top of that, we have our developer platform, which essentially is a tool set of different functionalities that allows easy deployment and development to all blockchains that are EVM compatible, and primarily, of course, to the Onino blockchain. And rounding up our product ecosystem is the Onino incubator, that is essentially a kickstart and help for any blockchain project, any founder with a great idea, or just any team or person that wants to build something and create something meaningful to get into the blockchain space easily. And also it comes with the possibility to use our tokenization platform to fully automated create token launches and also distribute tokens to their own community. And all that is built to make blockchain much more accessible and do our part in achieving the next phase of blockchain adoption.
All right, perfect, Lucas. And with that, we go to the monthly community shoutout. And this time it's the Cryptic Wolf. So thank you very much for being active on Twitter. And if you want to be on the community update and community shoutout next month, feel free to just be even more active than the Cryptic Wolf. And we'll be happy to feature you next month. And also thank you to everyone that hasn't been mentioned so far or hasn't been mentioned this month. We see and we monitor all your help, and we thank you a lot for standing behind Onino and spreading the word. So we have a pretty packed timeline this time. So first we're going to talk about a use case, then upcoming events and past events, partnerships, the developer platform update, incubator update, blockchain update, and the live questions. As we did the last time, we've implemented the questions you asked right into the update. So there is no predefined questions. All the questions that you asked have been implemented into what we're talking about anyway. So let's jump right into that. And we have brought a little use case to you, which is the use case of tokenized asset marketplaces. And this is a use case that, talking to multiple companies, this use case kept coming up in the last years and months. And I would like to just explain to you what it is, how it plays into the Onino ecosystem, and why just we wanted to bring it up here. So essentially, what you can imagine it to be, it's a marketplace, just like Shopify, for example, is. And it's a marketplace for tokenized assets. So it's pretty easy. Marketplace for tokenized assets. And talking to many companies, this is something that came up again and again, because many companies, from banks, for example, that want to offer products to their customers, to, for example, the managers of real estate, and talking about music and movie licenses and many more things. Those are all examples that came up in the past. And we saw the scheme and just now wanted to present it to you, because it's not just one use case that we're thinking about. It may be interesting. It's a real blockchain use case that is coming up again and again. Important to note, there is no project that has yet started, but we're talking to many companies that are very interested in deploying that. And this is specifically for the tokenized asset marketplaces. If we look at the backbone of the tokenized asset marketplaces, it's the Onino tokenization platform. And it is essentially a marketplace, but just for one token most of the time. The ones that has been used in the past, for example, by Kadaiko and MetaStudio and a couple of other companies. So the product is live already and is being used, just not in the marketplace form, because the marketplace involves even more functionality with multiple features, multiple products, a possibility of exchanges, for example, if companies are interested in that and can legally do that, and many more things. But yeah, just put shortly, we want to bring that to you because we think that it's a very interesting use case, and it's great to see blockchain adoption coming from many different sources. This is a product that we are offering to customers and will be continuing to offer to customers in the future. So, events. As you know, we have been to many events, and this is our last event. It's the Startup Supercharged Karlsruhe. I told you about the event. The event scheme is that we'll bring together the ecosystem of startups from Baden-Württemberg, that's the southwest region of Germany. And this time it's in cooperation with Tesla. So the image you see here is at the Tesla store. And we were doing a two-part event. The first part was with Tesla at the store, with test drives and everything and networking. And we had around 55 people joining there. And then later we went to our office and invited even more people there. I think we're close to 60, 70 total with food and drinks and networking. Essentially, the idea was bringing together the network of startups, investors, and other interested people. On one hand, it's a great branding opportunity for us. It's a great opportunity to partner up with companies like Tesla. And it's also very fun. The car you're seeing in the background is the Tesla Model X Plaid. So 1,020 horsepowers, which is pretty quick, to say the least. So pretty funny to drive as well for us and for the rest of the people there. So yeah, it was a great success from our side, and we're happy to do that again with more companies, with more startups. And the next one is not going to be in Karlsruhe, it's going to be in Mannheim, a city nearby. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. If any one of you is in the region, feel free to come by. And if not, there's going to be many more opportunities. So talking about future events, we are going to go to the BW Summit next week in Stuttgart, which is a summit for Baden-Württemberg, the state southwest in Germany. And we're invited there as a startup. We were specifically chosen to go there. And we're going to be of the official delegation of startups that are supported by the state. Then next up is going to be September. After that, the Token 2049 in Singapore. And we're going to be at Web Summit in Lisbon in November. And there's going to be one or two more events before that, but we're not sure yet 100%. Those are the ones that we're definitely going to attend. And if you are at one of the events, feel free to stop by to say hello. Always happy to meet community members. So let's jump right to partnerships. And the first partnership is one that we have already announced between Onino and the Volksbank, Villingen-Schwenningen. And this partnership has been in the makes for a long time. I think we first spoke to them in May of 2023, and we're really happy to be partnering with them and are partnering with them to make blockchain more accessible. They have a great network, and all the connections can boost Onino's industry reach. And Volksbank being a bank, they're really a steady and secure customer partner for us, and they can secure customer projects for us using Onino's technology. We will be doing co-marketing activities with them. Their marketing team is going to work with us to make sure to, in the right way, market the Onino products to their customers, ranging from small to big companies. And essentially, this partnership promises, on the one hand, for us an ecosystem growth and innovation for the Volksbank. So really looking forward to that. I think this is a great advancement and a great step for Onino in the right direction. And the next partner is Lucas is going to talk about that.
Yes, everyone who's been following our recent announcement has already seen it, but we do want to go into detail about our recent partnership with RWA Inc. and why it is so interesting to us and so important for going forward for Onino. So The overall goal of partnering with RWA Inc. is to work together on innovative infrastructure for the tokenization of real world assets. And to tell you more about RWA Inc., they are specialized on tokenizing real world assets with a fully regulated licenses. They are looking forward to onboard 40 projects with a total pipeline of 15 billion US dollars in the next couple of years. And they are just a really great partner for Onino and the Onino ecosystem in general, and to dive into the RWA market, and that combined with the whole tokenization marketplace Alex mentioned at the start will become a great use case for the Onino infrastructure. Together, we will cooperate on improving the existing offerings, such as our tokenization platform and launchpads, also for real world assets, and also work on some pretty interesting projects together in the future. So we are really excited about this partnership. And if you do want to learn more about either Onino, if you want to listen to Onino for the first time, or RWA Inc., I highly encourage visiting both of the websites and give both of us a follow, and you will see much coming out of this. And we are looking forward to changing the tokenization landscape together.
All right, and next is Kai with the developer platform update.
Thank you very much, Alex. Yeah, as always, every week, also just a quick update on the developer platform that we're just gonna jump into. If we move to the next slide. So, yeah, as you know, we've been preparing a major update to our new developer platform in the background in the last few weeks and months. And currently, we're adding the final touches to that update that we've been preparing. So currently, we're still conducting some last end user tests, and based on the feedback that is coming in from them, we're making some more optimizations. So, for example, on the one hand, we're adding additional API endpoints, so you can also interact with your projects via the API. We're also extending the set of the test nets and mainnets that are available on the platform right now. Yeah, just to cover a broader spectrum of developers from different ecosystems. And we're also making some last UI and UX improvements to ensure, of course, that the user experience on the dev platform is as good as possible. And yeah, are just making some final design refinements regarding styling or the layout on the platforms, for example. And yeah, especially interesting, we are also happy to announce that the update of the developer platform will be released on the 22nd of July, so already quite soon. So we can already look forward to that. And of course, we are already looking forward to hear what you think about the updated version, and already looking forward to collecting your feedback on that. And here at the bottom, you see a few little glimpses of what the new updated version is going to look like. Yeah, and I think with that, we can move on to the next update regarding the Onino incubator, and as a part of that, our tokenization platform. So yeah, as you know, we've also been working on an update to the tokenization platform that we are using for our Onino incubator clients, based on all the learnings that we make during our first project, Kadaiko. You can see a few screenshots down there, how it looks like now. It has a super clean UI and UX now, and it gives users everything that they need. So the infos on the tokenization project, an overview of all of their token purchases, and the possibility to contribute and to claim their tokens directly in a single page at one glance. So super easy navigation, super user-friendly without having to click a lot through the platform. As you can see on the bottom right, for our clients, it now also features an admin page with many different features that allow our clients to directly manage all needed smart contracts for a tokenization project, or also view the detailed analytics, for example, on how their users behave, how their buying behavior is, and so on. We've also reworked the backend and the underlying data model of our tokenization platform, just so it's even more performant than before, faster loading times, more efficient storage, and so on. And we have also made the tokenization platform fully modular, and kind of made it easily customizable, so that the setup for a new client is super fast now, and can also in the future be maybe fully automated, just for the reason so that we're going to be able to onboard even more projects into the blockchain space in the long run. And with that, in the future, also on the Onino mainnet once it's live. Yeah, and this update that we've been talking about in the last update, community update, is now also fully completed. And if you can just move on to the next slide, you can actually already see this updated version of the tokenization platform live and in action, because two of our clients from the incubator that we support as a technology provider are currently using our tokenization platform right now. So on the one hand, we have Ton GPU. We're building a decentralized GPU network for visual computing and AI inference. This is what you see on the right side, just to see it in action, how it looks like when it's running at a customer's. This sale round is already successfully completed. And then we also have a second client, which is currently using our tokenization platform. On the left side, you see Meta Studio. They provide games and a social hub to Web3 projects and online casinos. This sale round is currently still running, and below you also find the links. If you want to have a look, if you want to follow and join and learn more about one of these projects, please feel free to just follow these links and learn more. I think personally that both projects are super interesting, have a cool team, an interesting vision, so might definitely be worth to check them out. And basically the learning that we have from these two clients, which are currently using our new tokenization platform, is that it was accepted very well by the clients and the users. We got quite good feedback. Actually, the new platform was running smoothly without any problems. We're actually super happy that it's accepted so well. I'm personally totally convinced that this update we've been preparing was worth it to make launching tokenization projects even easier in the future. And currently we're already setting up the tokenization platform already for our next client, which we will be announcing soon once they are ready to announce their project and go public with it.
All right, perfect. Kai, thank you very much. And next up is the blockchain update by Lucas.
Yes, thank you. And in this month's update, we want to, after announcing the release timeframe in the last community update, we want to go into the road to mainnet for the Onino blockchain. And on the next slide, you can see the 5 major steps we're going to take in the next few weeks and months towards the release of the public EVM-compatible main chain and the full migration to the native Onino blockchain. So the first major step that we're currently working towards is the public release of our protocol source code, which is a big step not only for the public credibility of Onino, but also for us to being able to release all the information that we were not able to release before that, as everything was still private, you could say, in our own private echo chamber that only some partners got access to. And this will mark the major kickoff towards the full migration to the Onino mainnet. It will also mark the kickoff for the validator onboarding, which will be the final onboarding of validators, and also the inclusion and registration for the mainnet validation, where everyone who is interested can immediately also register for a validator spot on the mainnet. Additionally, we will be starting a mainnet incentive program, which essentially has 2 targets. One is the acquisition of more users to the Onino blockchain, and other, more importantly, is the acquisition of builders into the Onino ecosystem. And these will come through more or less incentives that some of you may already know from different other testnet to mainnet migrations out there. Speaking of migration, the last step will be the overall migration phase, where every existing holder, existing app on the testnet or partner will be able to easily migrate to the Onino blockchain, and this will all be made accessible through a simple migration interface to make everything as seamless as possible. And after completing these 4 steps, of which the public release of our source code will be something every one of you can look forward to, as much information will be revealed then. The release of the public main chain will be conducted in Q4 of 2024. And we are really excited. The whole team has been working towards this for a lot of months and already years. And this will mark or kick off a new journey or a new step in the journey of Onino.
All right, perfect, Lucas. Thank you very much. And with that, we already go to the live questions. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to put them anywhere, either on YouTube, on X, or on Telegram. We're trying to monitor all of them. Ideally Telegram, because we're seeing that live. X has been sketchy sometimes in the past. All right. I see no questions so far. Let me check Twitter, for example. All right, so there's one question. Can you explain the difference between the incubator and the tokenization platform? So it's less than a difference. It's more of one is part of the other. So the incubator is a word we use for a subcategory of where we on one hand have the tokenization platform, and on the other hand, we offer advice, consulting, and project support regarding tokenomics, regarding business plans, regarding marketing as well, where we have partners. We also have partners that support projects for the legal part. So essentially, it's on one hand, we help projects, and part of this help is the Onino tokenization platform, where projects can tokenize assets, can tokenize their token sales, for example, so part of their project, and offering tokens to a broader audience and building communities through that. So tokenization platform is part of the Onino incubator because it helps the project's incubation, essentially. Hope that answers the question. All right, as I don't see any more questions, I think that may be it already. There were many topics, but we were fast talkers today, I think. So thank you very much for joining, everyone. We're really looking forward to the next update already. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to ask any question. We're monitoring Twitter, YouTube, Telegram, and all the other possibilities to ask us questions. So feel free, and thank you for being part of the Onino community, and see you next month. I'm seeing one question now. Okay, sorry, not there yet. So on Twitter, I missed some of the things. What exactly is Volksbank bringing to the ecosystem? They are bringing to the ecosystem all their company connections. So as every individual has a bank, every company has a bank as well. And here in Germany, the Volksbank has many customers regarding or in the industry, ranging from small companies like us, or even smaller like startups, people that have just founded their companies, to medium-sized, bigger companies, to huge companies. And we were at, actually, that's an event we missed to talk about. We had an event with Volksbank where we had a blockchain-based event last month. And we talked in front of 40 customers and industry customers, company customers, and explained to them how blockchain works and how they can use blockchain in their companies. This was a very successful event as well. And what we're doing with them is essentially conducting events like those and bringing Onino and Onino's possibilities in front of many new people and many new companies by a trusted partner. So it's not the same thing if we ring the bell of a company and tell them, hey, why don't you use blockchain? It's very different if it's brought to them via their bank that has a trusted relationship with them for multiple years most of the time. So the connection to a bank in this case can be very close and very positive, and then an amazing entry point for us for those companies. So on one hand, it's the network. Then we're going to do marketing campaigns together. We're going to do events together, and we're also going to work on projects together. Those are going to take a little more time, but those are up as well. So that's what Volksbank brings to the ecosystem for Onino. All right, but with that, I think there is no more questions. So again, second time today, thank you very much for joining. Talk to you and see you in the next community update, and have a great evening. Bye, everyone.
Thank you
Have a
all for
great
joining.
evening.
Have a great evening.